Good morning, students. In this session, today we are going to revise Unit 2 Measurements. Students, listen carefully. Make a note of each and every important points in your Max classwork note. If you have any doubt, make a note of it. The doubts will be clarified on the reopening day. Now, let's recall what are all the topics we have discussed in Unit 2 Measurements. Conversion of metric units and measures of time. Conversion of metric units. First, let's see the different metric units for different sizes. Large ones means kilometer, kiloliter or kilogram. Medium ones means meter, liter or gram. Small ones means centimeter, centiliter or centigram. And very small ones means millimeter, milliliter or milligram. Units of length in metric system. Kilo 1000 units, hecto 100 units, deca 10 units, base 1 unit, deci 0.1 units, centi 0.01 units, milli 0.001 units. When we convert higher unit to lower unit, that is kilo to hecto, hecto to deca, deca to base unit, base to deci, deci to centi, centi to milli. We have to multiply it by 10. When we convert lower to higher, that is milli to centi, centi to deci, deci to base, base to deca, deca to hecto, hecto to kilo means we have to divide it by 10. In this session today we are going to see about how to convert year into months and days and how to find the leap year. Year. A year is a time taken by the earth to make one revolution around the sun. A year has 12 months or 365 days. Each month is divided into weeks. A month has 4 weeks and a few more days. A week is of 7 days. A month has 30 days or 31 days except February. February has 28 or 29 days. Students, note it carefully. 1 year equal to 365 or 366 days. 1 year equal to 12 months. 1 year equal to 52 weeks. 1 month equal to 31 or 30 days. 1 week equal to 7 days. Now let's see about leap year. In a leap year, the month of February has 29 days. How can we identify a leap year? Let's see. Generally, a year which is divisible by 4 is considered as a leap year. Years which are multiples of 100 or centuries such as 1100, 1200, 1300 up to 1900, 2000, 2100 etc. The centuries which is divisible by 400 is a leap year. Do you know, students, a jubilee is particular anniversary of an event. Let's see one by one. Silver Jubilee, 25th anniversary. Ruby Jubilee, 40th anniversary. Golden Jubilee, 50th anniversary. Diamond Jubilee, 60th anniversary. Sapphire Jubilee, 65th anniversary. Platinum Jubilee, 70th anniversary. 10 years equal to 1 decade, 100 years equal to 1 century, 1000 years equal to 1 millennium. Example 6. A calf drinks 5.750 liter of water, convert into milliliter. Students, in this we are going to convert higher units to lower unit, that is liter into milliliter. As we already know that to convert higher unit to lower unit, we have to multiply the given measure by according to the given measurement. See here we have to convert liter into milliliter. 1 liter equal to 1000 milliliter. So we have to convert liter into milliliter. What we have to do? We have to multiply it by 1000. 5.750 into 1000. See, here we have 3 zeros. To multiply 5.750 into 1000, we have to move the point 3 steps towards right, because here we have 3 zeros. 5750 milliliter. 5.750 into 1000 is equal to 5750 milliliter. Example 7. Convert 526 milliliter into liter. In this we are going to convert milliliter into liter, that is lower unit into higher units. For that we have to divide the given measure by the given measurement. For that we have to divide according to the given measurement. As we already know that 1 liter equal to 1000 milliliter. Here we have to convert lower unit into higher units. So we have to divide the milliliter 526 by 1000. In denominator we have 3 zeros. So we have to move point towards left. 1, 2, 3. So we have to place the point here. 0.526 liter. 8th sum. Example 8. Sarita bought 6 meter and 40 centimeter of cloth for herself and 3 meter and 80 centimeter of cloth for her sister. What was the total length of the cloth bought by her? See, here the given question is Sarita bought 6 meter and 40 centimeter of cloth to herself and 3 meter and 80 centimeter of cloth for her sister. We have to find the total length of the cloth. Total, here the word total represent what? Yes, we have to add the given measurements. In word problems, first you have to write the statement. Length of cloth bought for Sarita is equal to 6 meter and 40 centimeter. Length of cloth bought for Sarita's sister is equal to 3 meter and 80 centimeter. You have to write the measurements separately. Meter you have to write it separately and centimeter you have to write in the centimeter column. To find the total length of the cloth, what we have to do? Yes, we have to add the given measurements. 0 plus 0 equal to 0. 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. 1 is carry over. 1 plus 6 plus 3 is equal to 10. Therefore, the total length of the cloth is equal to 10 meter 20 centimeter. 6th sum. Change the following into 12-hour format. Students, as we already know that to convert 24-hour format into 12-hour format, we have to subtract it with 12. Students, keep in mind it is very important. If the given hour is less than 12 means no need to subtract it with 12. Just you have to write it with AM. If it is greater than 12 means you have to subtract the given hours with 12. Students, is clear now? Let's see the first subdivision. Here the given hour is 2 hours. It is less than 12. So we have to write it with AM. 2 AM. Students, it's clear now? If it is less than 12 means you have to denote it with AM. See, in second subdivision it is greater than 12. So you have to subtract it with 12 hours. After that you have to write with PM. See, 21 minus 12 is equal to 9. Therefore, you have to write with 9:30 PM because it is greater than 12. 7th one, change the following into 24-hour format. To convert 24-hour format, that is 12-hour format into 24-hour format, you have to add 12 hours with the given time. And keep in mind students, if it is given in AM means no need to change. Just you have to write it in hours. But if it is given in PM means you have to add 12 hours with this. In first subdivision it is given as AM. So normally you have to write it as 3 hours. See here 12:35 AM is given. So just you have to convert this into hours. Students, is clear now? If it is given in AM, just you have to write it in hours. If it is given as in PM means you have to add 12 hours. Now let's solve exercise problems. 10th sum. Manikam joined a chess class on 22/2017 and due to exam he left practice after 20 days. Again he continued practice from 10/7/2017 to 31/3/2018. Calculate how many days did he practice. See, here the given question is Manikam joined a chess class on February 20 and due to exam he left practice after 20 days. Starting he went to chess class for 20 days only. After the exam he continued practice from July 10 to March 31. We have to calculate how many days did he practice. See here. See, at starting Manikam practiced only 20 days. Again he rejoined from July 10 to March 3. First we have to find in July month how many days did he practiced. In July month he started practice from 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So in the month of July, he practiced 22 days. The total number of days in July month is 31. From that, he practiced 22 days. So in July month, he practiced 22 days. And then August. In August month, how many days? Yes, 31 days. Then September, 30 days. And then October, 31 days. November, 30 days. December, 31 days. We have to find up to March 31. January, 31 days. February, 28 days because 2018 is not a leap year. So February has 28 days. And then March, 31 days. Students, is clear now? In July month he practiced 22 days. Then August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Full days he practiced. So we have to find the total days. Total days is 265 days. To find the total days, what you have to do? Yes, we have to add the number of days in July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February and March. So totally 265 days he practiced. And then already it's given that at starting he practiced 20 days. So add 20 also. 265 plus 20 equal to 285 days. 7th question. A room has a door whose measure are 1 meter wide and 2 meter 50 centimeter high. Can we take a bed of 2 meter and 20 centimeter length and 90 centimeter wide into the room? Here the given question is width of door in the room is 1 meter and the height of the door in the room is 2 meter 50 centimeter and the length of the bed is 2 meter 20 centimeter and the width of the bed is 90 centimeter. Here we have to find, can we take this bed into the room or not? Let's find. Height of door in the room is 2 meter 50 centimeter. Here we have mixed units now. So we have to convert meter into centimeter. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Then 2 meter equal to 200 centimeter. Already we have 50 centimeter. 200 plus 50 equal to 250 centimeter. And the width of the door is 1 meter. This also we have to convert into centimeter. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. And then let's find the length of the bed. Length of the bed is 2 meter 20 centimeter. Again we have to convert meter into centimeter. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Then 2 meter equal to 200 centimeter. 200 plus 20 equal to 220 centimeter. And then the width of the bed is 90 centimeter. Okay. Students, to take this bed into the room, which measurement will be larger? Just guess. Which measurements will be larger? Yes, to take this bed into the room, of course, height and width of the door should be larger. Then only we can take this bed into the room. Let's check which measurement is larger. See, here the height of the door is, height and width of the door is 250 centimeter and 100 centimeter. And the length and width of the bed is 220 centimeter and 90 centimeter. Which measurement is larger? Yes, the measurements of door is larger because the height is 250 centimeter and the length of the bed is 220 centimeter. Which is larger? Yes, 250 centimeter is larger. Again, let's see the width of the door. Width of the door is 100 centimeter and the width of the bed is 90 centimeter. Which is larger? Yes, the width of the door is larger. So, we can take this bed into the room. Friends, it's clear now? First, we have to write the height of the door in the room in centimeter. Here, the given question is in the mixed form of meter and centimeter. First, we have to convert this meter into centimeter. Students, note it carefully. If the given question is in mixed form like meter, centimeter, kilometer, meter means first you have to convert this into lower units. Here the lower unit is centimeter. So we have to convert this meter into centimeter only. So after converting meter into centimeter, what answer you will get? Yes, the height of the door in the room is 250 centimeter. And the width of the door is 1 meter. As we already know that 1 meter equal to what? Yes, 100 centimeter. And the length of the bed equal to 2 meter 20 centimeter. Again we have to convert this meter into what? Centimeter. 2 meter as 200 centimeter. 200 plus 20 equal to 220 centimeter. Width equal to 90 centimeter. Then we have to find which measurement is larger. See, the height and width of the door is 250 centimeter and 100 centimeter. And the length and width of the door bed is 220 centimeter and 90 centimeter. Which is larger? Yes, the measurement of door is larger. So, we can take this bed into the room. Here the given question is what? We have to find, can we take a bed of 2 meter and 20 centimeter length and 90 centimeter wide into the room? Yes, we can take this bed into the room. Ninth question. Sita wakes up at 5:20 am. She spends 35 minutes to get ready and travels 50 minutes to reach the railway station. If the train departs exactly at 6 am, will Sita catch the train? See, here the given question is Sita wakes up at 5:20 am, that is 5 hours 20 minutes. And time spent to get ready is 35 minutes. Traveling time, that is, she traveled 50 minutes to reach the railway station. Traveling time equal to 15 minutes. To find the exact time, what we have to do? Yes, we have to add the durations. Let's see. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 is carry over. 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. And then 5. Therefore, 5 hours 70 minutes. 5 hours. How can we write that 70 minutes as? 60 plus 10 minutes. As we already know that 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. Therefore, 5 hours plus 1 hour 10 minutes. Students, is clear, no? 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So 60 minutes can be written as 1 hour. 5 hour plus 1 hour equal to 6 hours 10 minutes. Now the time will be what? 6 hours 10 minutes. The departure time of the train is what? 6 a.m. See? Sita reached the railway station at 6:10 a.m. But the departure time of the train is what? 6 a.m. Will Sita catch the train? No, she will not be able to catch the train because she reached the railway station 10 minutes later. 6 hours 10 minutes. So she will not be able to catch the train. 10th question. A doctor advised Vairavan to take one tablet every 6 hours once in this first day and once every 8 hours on the second and third day. If he starts to take 9:30 a.m. first dose, prepare a time chart to take tablet in railway time. See here, the given question is, a doctor advised Vairavan to take the first dose is taken at 9:30 hours. That is 9:30 a.m. The duration of every dose in first day is what? 6 hours. It's nothing but if he taken the tablet 9:30 hours means we have to add 6 hours on the first day. The duration of every dose in second and third day equal to 8 hours. On the second and third day we have to add 8 hours. For that first you have to make a time chart. See, Vairavan take the first dose at 9:30 hours. See, the first dose is taken at 9:30 hours. How will you find the second dose? Here the duration of every dose in first day is 6 hours. So you have to add 6 hours with 9:30 hours. 9:30 plus 6 equal to 15:30 hours. Students, is clear, no? The second dose taken by Vairavan at 15 hours 30 minutes. How will you find the third dose? Yes, we have to add 15:30 plus 6 hours. That is 21 hours 30 minutes. To find the first dose of second day, what you have to do? Yes, you have to add 21:30 plus 8 hours. Why you have to add 8 hours here? Because the duration of every dose in second and third day is 8. So you have to add 8 hours. That is 5 hours, 5:30 hours. So Vairavan taken first dose at second day is 5:30 hours. Let's find for second dose. 5:30 plus 8 hours. That is 13:30 hours. 5:30 plus 8 is what? Yes, 1330 hours. To find the third dose, what you have to do? You have to add 1330 hours plus 8 hours. 1330 plus 8 equal to 2130 hours. To find the third day first dose, what you have to do? You have to add again 8 hours with the time. Because the duration of every dose in second and third day is what? Same, 8 hours only. For first day only, you have to add 6 hours. For second and third day, you have to add 8 hours. So, 2130 hours plus 8 hours. Again, you will get the same time. 530 hours. To find the second dose, again you have to add 8 hours with 530 hours. Same you will get 1330 hours. To find the third dose, you have to add 1330 hours plus 8 hours. 2130 hours. Students, it's clear no? It is very simple to find the time chart. Here the given question is first dose is taken at 9:30 am. You have to convert this am into hours. That is 9:30 hours. And duration of every dose in first day is given. That is 6 hours. The duration of every dose in second and third day is also given. That is 8 hours. From these information you have to make a time chart. The starting time is given. Vairavan taken the first dose at 9:30 hours. 9:30 hours. To find the second dose, what you have to do? The duration of the dose is 6 hours. So you have to add 6 hours. The second dose is 15:30 hours. To find the third dose, again you have to add 6 hours. And for second and third day, the duration of every dose is 8 hours. So you have to add 8 hours for second and third day. Now let's recap what we have learnt in this unit. Basic metric units of length is meter, weight is gram and capacity is liter. Different unit measurements should be converted into same unit for addition and subtraction of units. Students, as you already know that if the given question is in meter and centimeter means first you have to convert that question into centimeter. That is in lower units. AM, antimeridian, denotes the time that is after 12 midnight and before 12 noon. PM, post meridian, denotes the time that is after 12 noon and before 12 midnight. To convert 12-hour time to 24-hour time, add 12 to any hours 1 pm to 11 pm and change 12 am as hours. Students, it's clear now. To convert ordinary time into railway time, what you have to do? Yes, you have to add 12 hours to that time. To convert given time greater than 12 in railway time to an ordinary time, subtract 12 from it. Students, to convert railway time to ordinary time, what you have to do? Yes, you have to subtract 12 from it. Ordinary and railway time are the same in AM and it is less than 12. A year which is divisible by 4 is considered as a leap year. A century year which is divisible by 400 is a leap year. Let's see today's activity. Students, you have to observe and collect the data for a minute. For number of times a person breathes, number of times heart beats, number of times the eye blink, distance by walking, distance by running, number of sit-ups, number of claps, number of lines to write, number of lines to read, number of Tamil verbs to say.